when, like, looking at myself now and back then, you would say to yourself, like, why did I do those type of things? But my change now is because I didn't have a teacher like Mr. Johnson, because ain't no teacher be on your back like he do. Even the first day me and my classmates met him, he walked straight into this school and said, pull your pants up, tuck them shirts, fix your collars, why you don't got a collar on? And we looking back at each other like, who is he talking to? But like, he's giving you that look back like, I'm talking to you, get them up now or you can leave. And most of us is on our last chance. There ain't nothing we can do to change it. So we really have to like buckle down right now. Like, we hungry, we want it. We ain't got, like, it's not too much out there for us unless we make it. And Mr. Johnson make you feel like you can make it. You are somebody when being told that you're nothing.
Honestly, I would tell you, all the downfalls you had, all the struggles you had, all the bad memories you had, and you've been depressed, you've been having all these kind of mood swings, come here is the place to be. YouthBuild is the place of success. If we can believe in it, we can achieve in it. We gotta go hard at everything we do. Mr. Johnson, along with the staff, they look out for us and they want us to have that same motivation wherever we go in life, not just here, just around the world.
Our YouthBuild is a job readiness / GED program that's trying to get you ready for the real world. That's about it. That's all I got on my mind right now.
I am YouthBuild. I'm a person that's building itself up, a young guy in the community trying to come up, so I am YouthBuild.
YouthBuild is the perfect opportunity to change your life around. It's a whole new family. I'm part of the family, so I'm YouthBuild too. Come here, get you some learning.
Well, I came to YouthBuild because I was kind of in between school, in between jobs, and have too much going for myself, trying to get myself together. And my cousin told me about YouthBuild, and I knew it was something I could do before I got too old, because I'm 25 now, and now I have too many more options. Without school, you don't have too many options, so I knew I needed options in life. So I came to YouthBuild to try to better myself. I was incarcerated, and I was selling all type of drugs just to try to maintain, thinking that I was making it in a sense and really wasn't making it. And I just knew that I had to change, because eventually you need to be locked up or dead or somewhere if you don't change your life. And I have three kids, so I got to make it better for them, because they want to go through the same struggles I did. My children mean to me a whole lot. That's my main focus on being a YouthBuild and staying intact with YouthBuild, because I know that I have all girls, and girls depend on their fathers a lot. So I know if I have to be a dependable person, I don't want to be the bad guy, or I don't want to be the bad father, the deadbeat. I want to be someone special to my kids.
Mr. Johnson is the man. Mr. Johnson is the director of my program, YouthBuild, and basically he's the guy who really care about us here, who along with all the other staff, who really gonna hold us down here, and who really want us to do better. He gonna push us and, like he say, keep his foot on our neck the whole time we here. And this program is for people who done messed up in the past, so this is what he's doing. He's really helping us, and we appreciate it. So Mr. Johnson, he don't really play no games. He gonna tell you straight up, just like it is. He's not gonna beat around the bush with you. He's not gonna lie to you, none of that. So I mean, if you're wrong, he gonna tell you exactly what's wrong, and you need to fix it. If you don't fix it, then it's no tolerance, period. And I like that about him. I respect that a whole lot.
Mr. Johnson is a phenomenal person. I mean, I was facing some time and he helped me out with everything. He helped me get through that. Like he helps you out, he has genuine love and care for you. He doesn't just show you like how people say they love you and don't actually mean it. His love is genuine. Like when he says he cares about you, he actually cares about you. I mean, it took me a while to realize that because at first I was just naive thinking like it's just regular talk, like what I hear all the time, but Mr. Johnson is a phenomenal person.
Everybody read that. We're going to talk to you, Mr. Pierce. Did everybody read that?
Yes, sir.
What do you say? Proud. Come on right here, Mr. Smith. Right here in front of you right there, sir. Right there, you go. Watch this, watch this. Right. When you gonna get tired of letting your problem push you around? When you gonna get tired of letting your problem push you around? Huh? That's what's going on. You guys keep letting your problems push you around. Right? Sooner or later you gotta stand up to it. Cause it's not gonna go anywhere. And let me tell you what else happens. See, sooner or later, then you're gonna stand up to it and then you're gonna wait to see what it's gonna do. Instead of coming on and going right on through the problem. And stay there. Don't look back. You don't have to look back. You keep waiting to see if the problem gonna come back. Keep that in mind when you're dealing with a problem. You don't got past it already. What are you looking back for? You gotta keep going. If you don't, and if you keep looking back, the problem gonna be just right here waiting on you to come right back. Cause I knew you was gonna come back to me. You don't know how to get past me and then let it go. You gotta get past them problems you got. Whatever you got going on, I don't care nothing about them. I'm gonna tell you right now. And you better stop caring about them. Cause it's what's holding you back. Your problem. You gotta fight your way through them. I don't care what they are. And you need to stop caring what they are. They are problems. That's what they're for. You gotta get rid of them.
YouthBuild Indy, sir.
Who are we?
YouthBuild Indy, sir.
What we come to do?
To build you, sir.
What we come to do?
To build you, sir.
Let's go. What do you see?
Success, sir.
What do you see?
Success, sir.
What do you see?
Success, sir.
What is success?
Success is within anybody believe I can achieve it, sir.
YouthBuild Indy pledge. See.
We, the members of YouthBuild Indy, pledge that we are working together to improve and rebuild our communities, to relate to each other in cooperative ways, to develop our potential as leaders, to educate and improve ourselves and help others along the way, to respect our peers, theirs in life, to be a part of a great movement for justice, equality, and peace. All we do with love and dignity, sir.
Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday we go on our PT, physical tests. So we do our running, push-ups, jumping jacks, sit-ups. But this morning in particular, we had to do a little extra due to somebody was late to the construction site on team 2. And I think it just builds character, or it really builds teamwork, because it taught me that we're only as strong as our weakest player. So I didn't like the running or the push-ups, but I understand the concept and what they're trying to teach to us. First time they told me to run laps, I was trying to tell them to say that for the birds and throw that out the window, but I ran the first mile. I almost killed me because I ain't run a mile almost in some years now. But the first time I had the orders, it was kind of weird because I ain't used to listening to authority, so say, so one so say. So it was kind of challenging, but it was good for me, I guess. It was a humbling experience.
Not doing what you want to do, what I asked you to do, what's going to happen? I'm going to get you, right? I'm going to get you. Come on.
The importance of the drill and the reason why these people are running through your neighborhood, chanting and screaming YouthBuild, is to actually better themselves. I mean, this These are young adults that dropped out of high school. These are young adults that people said, would never amount to anything, or they really don't have anything going on about themselves, but they chose to come here to better themselves. And this is just something that they have to go through in order to get there. So would you rather see them running through your neighborhood for success or breaking into your car?
When they told me I could go to college, even then I was still like, college, But then looking at it now, like, I'm learning stuff that I should have known back then. Like, they throwing like third grade stuff at me, and I'm like, I should know this.
Find the common denominator between those three.
And now I'm learning it, and now I'm still, like, my mind and my education is still elevating. It's still getting bigger.
Yes, that's how I want you to do it.
And all I can do is smile. And even back then, I would smile, but I would smile, I try to laugh my day off. Like, I know I'm wrong for not going to school. I know I'm wrong for not being successful, but I just make it into a joke and keep going.
I graduated from Cycle 1, and from Cycle 1 to Cycle 3 is a total 360-degree turnaround. The program is more structured. I mean, you know exactly what you're doing, where you're supposed to be at, and you either in the classroom working or you on the work site working. These students are more focused, the students are more driven, and they are more dedicated to change. My hopes for this cycle, I would love for all of the students to go to college or to go right into the workforce.
Hello, my name is Rose Morgan. I'm a Cycle 2 participant and graduate. Right now, I am a CNA, a certified nursing assistant, in which YouthBuild helped pay for, and I also got my GED. So now I'm about to further my education, go get my QMA, which is a qualified medicine assistant, and then I'm gonna go on to Florida A&M to get my RN. If I would have never heard about YouthBuild, I would be a failure, point blank, because I was the oldest female in Cycle 2. I'm now 25, so of course I came into YouthBuild being 23, about to turn 24. There was nothing out there, so I would probably have been going to the adult trying to either get a GED or get my high school diploma, but we have the best GED instructors there is. Ms. Duckworth, Ms. Whitus, Ms. Khalid, and we had another GED instructor, which is no longer here now. He moved to Chicago, but they were the best instructors you can ever have. Well, the reason why I chose to stay at YouthBuild is because this was my last chance. Not only that, I love the environment. I love the one-on-one. We had small class settings. I mean, we had 37 participants. Split that in half. You see what you get, 15 or 16 people. Then you split that down to 3 or 4 groups. So you have 4 people in a group, so we had more one-on-one time. And they got down to the point like, okay, this is what you need to focus on. Or let's set up a big old class where everybody's doing fractions or everybody's reading a book. We had more one-on-one time, and I love that. Mr. Johnson, and I don't know if y'all heard about a lady by the name Shayna Malott. They have been my 2 right-hand people. I came from a downfall last year. I went through so many obstacles. I was homeless. I was in a domestic violence situation. My fiance, which is an ex-participant, he ended up in prison. But they stood right by my side throughout every court proceeding I ever went through without being homeless, my 2 kids, and with them being by my side, being my sole supporters, me and my kids are now living great. I have my apartment again, I have a great job, I have a car, I became a stronger woman. I came from being an immature young adult to being a mature woman. And with that's because thanks to the whole staff building my self-esteem up. My self-esteem was very low. I felt very low about myself to the point where I didn't want to get up out of bed. I thought I had nothing to live for besides my 2 kids, but what about me? What about Miss Morgan? When I came in here as Rose. Nobody would have never called me Miss Morgan. I'm like, look, I ain't old, but now I respect Miss Morgan. I have high self-esteem. You can't tell me I can't be nothing or I cannot go no work. 'Cause if you tell me I can't, I'm gonna flip that around and say, okay, well, how can I go get that? How can I be somebody? How can I go get this funding or how can I get this education?